Hi, Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. Shh. There'll be plenty of time to schmooze. This is wonderful. Thank you all for coming and being early. The Tu B'Shvat Seder is scheduled for 5:30, which means that most of the people will come at 6. But we're going to start, and the way the evening is planned is we'll do the Tu B'Shvat Seder, including the motzi, and if you'll scan your table, you see every table has a challah, which is essential. And what's happening next? Oh yes, so we'll do the Seder, then we'll do the Shabbat service. It is truncated, which is one of my favorite words, and then we'll have dinner, okay? Any questions? Let's get going. You have copies of the Seder on your table. I'm the rabbi. I don't really have a name. David, Mark. I want to thank the committee for setting up the tables. And what I'm going to do right now, is go over to the bowl with the hand-washing cup, and then we'll make motzi. Okay, so uncover your challahs. Please, shh, uncover your challahs. This is wonderful. I don't get ignored enough at home. I can get ignored here. What? Uncover the challah. Okay, so we're uncovering the challah, and I'm washing my hands. I wash them once a week, whether I need to or not. All right, folks, here we are again. I've been moved to the other side. Shh. I've been moved to the other side of the room. And what we're going to need is a woman to light the candles. Are there any ladies here? Nancy, would you like to light the Shabbos candles? Oh, wonderful. We'd be honored to have you. Okay. Please rise. Let's go over to where Nancy is with the matches, I hope. Are there matches? Oh, there's a green thing. Okay.
I've never done this.
Oh, you haven't? I can set you up. Okay,
Good.
you
I don't
roll.
want to set the synagogue on fire.
You roll the trigger with your thumb, and then you flick the bic with your.
Right?
Yes, just roll it forward.
Okay, it's forward.
Okay, now do the trigger. Yes, let's try that again. You're doing great.
Yeah.
I should have come to your house this afternoon. Yeah, Jeff, you do it, because we're liberated. Mr. Jeffrey Sodakoff is going to light the candles.
Oh, look, he did it. We'll
Excellent.
do it together.
Good, wonderful. All right, let's do the blessing over the candles together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Okay, now we're over here, and I'm going to wash my hands. We wash our hands prior to eating bread. I hope that your challahs are uncovered. It's a two-handled cup. We pour once, we pour twice, we pour thrice, we pour thrice, we pour whatever 5 is, and then 6. We shake off the water and do the blessing for the hand washing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. Amen. Now I cannot return to my table because you guys can be seated. I cannot return to my table because the Zoom camera will not pick me up. So I'm going to stand here for the duration of the Seder and the meal. The challah is over there. I can just make it out under one of Margaret's trees. Let's do the motzi, please. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ha-motzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. I don't think you have knives, so feel free to tear the challah. Tear off pieces for everybody at your table. You may be seated. I have a service here someplace. I left it over there. I'm going, where's my folder? Oh, there it is. I can't sit over there. All right, there are 4 cups in the Tu B'Shvat Seder. Everybody should have a copy of the Seder. There's a copy on your seat. I'm going to go back over here because of Zoom. Okay. Shh. Don't make me come over there. All right. This is the 3rd paragraph on the Tu B'Shvat Seder sheet. It's reader. Let's all be the reader for this one. Together. In the 16th century, you remember the 16th century. Was the 16th century good for the Jews? No. How about the 17th? No. Okay. How about the 21st? Currently not. Okay. In the 16th century, in northern Israel, in the spiritual town of Tzfat, the Jewish mystics created the Tu B'Shvat Seder. They recognized the many and varied dimensions of God's Torah creation and used the fruits of Israel to symbolize their existence. The first cup of wine. Pour some wine for everyone at the table from the white wine, the white Welch's. Okay? It's a beautiful bottle of Welch's, suitable for christening a battleship. Okay, pour, and then we'll make the blessing. Now you say, Rabbi, do we need to make so many Borei Pri Hagafens? Yes, because every time we are going to be making the blessing on a new combination of the wine. A great deal of what we do involves mixing the red with the white. And then we'll read this cup of white wine. This is great. This is like doing it on the subway. Okay, I'm getting off at 34th Street. Did you ever hear that one? This is the poor schnook who's visiting New York for the first time, and he goes over to a man on the subway. It's the Uptown A train. And he says to him, please, can you help me? I need to get off at 34th Street. And the man says, no problem. Just watch me and get off 3 stops before I do. Bada boom. Okay, let's read the first cup of wine together. This cup of white wine or grape juice symbolizes winter and the mystical dimension of Atzilut, or emanation, at which God's energy infused the creation process with initial life. This is very difficult to understand, so I went on Google and I downloaded the explanation for Atzilut. And I still don't understand it completely, but that's okay, because this is Judaism. And if you disagree with my rabbinical opinion, stick around. In 15 minutes, another rabbi will come along, and you can ask her. In the meantime, I will tell you what Atzilut is. This is the highest of the 4 worlds, the 4 dimensions. And what is in the top dimension? It's God. I mean, God is everywhere, but this is pure spirit. God is purely spiritual on this level, and there's no creation taking place. pure spirit, divine will, and intellect, often linked to what sits in a fireplace and is built out of wood and logs and goes crackle, crackle, crackle? What are the logs doing that they are going crackle, crackle, crackle? They're burning because of, very good, fire. Excellent. That's great. Okay. This is the highest soul aspect. It represents life. Okay? So what are we doing now? Let's take a look. Oh, we have to make the Kiddush over the first cup of wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Okay, let's read right in the middle of page 1, and you'll notice that for your convenience, the Seder consists of 2 pages. That's it. Okay, just 2 pages. I like that. We're going to try that on Passover. Let's read for Adonai your God. For Adonai your God is bringing you into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths, springing forth in valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley, and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of olive trees and honey, a land wherein you shall eat without scarceness. You shall not lack anything in it, a land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills you may dig brass. I've been in Israel a couple of times. There's no iron in Israel. There's no brass. Maybe metaphorical iron and brass. And you shall eat and be satisfied and bless God for the good land which is being given unto you. The first fruit. What's the first fruit? It's hard on the outside and soft on the inside. Uncover your fruit package, bowl, whatever, and find a fruit that's hard on the outside and soft on the inside. What is that? Okay, it's a nut that begins with a P. Not peanuts. Pistachios. Very good. Distributes pistachios to everybody at your table except for the folks who don't have fingernails. Okay? We could do, or teeth, yes. Let's just pass them out. Here we go. Okay, 1 pistachio. Very good, Doc. Very good. Okay. You see, I like pistachios. They're not just a nut, they're an activity. Fruit that is hard. Okay. The hard shell symbolizes the protection that the earth gives us and reminds us to nourish the strength and healing power of our own bodies. Do pistachios grow in the ground or on the pistachio tree? They grow on, I didn't know that, but they grow on a tree. Amazing. Very good. Okay, got all the information. Really, where have I been all my life? Okay, let's do the blessing for the things that grow on the tree. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'etz. Okay, the second cup of wine. Yes, eat the pistachio. I'm sorry. If you need assistance, I'll be glad to come around and help you. Yes, no, don't do that. Okay. Has anybody had Dubai chocolate? Dubai chocolate, the most expensive chocolate. It's like $5 a bar. Well, it has a pistachio paste in it. Anyway, it's not your Hershey bar, I'll tell you. Okay? Next, the second cup of wine. Okay, ready to pour. If you have white wine left, my table's over there. I don't got nothing. Okay. I'm all here all alone with these nice people. Hello. All alone. Why must I be? No, you can have that, Jay. All alone. Okay. The second cup of wine. Let's read this. It's the bottom of page 1. Okay? The second cup of wine. This cup of wine or grape juice is mostly white with a little red mixed in to symbolize the passing of the seasons and the mystical concept of formation and birth, often associated with water. And you ask me, Rabbi, what is that? That is the second world that we are passing on to. It's Bria, the world of creation. It's the world of creative thought, concepts, and divine understanding, associated with air and the neshama, where ideas begin to form. My ideas begin to form when my wife tells me what to do. So I don't really have to do all of those things. I got to get some wine. I'm just walking over here long enough. Did somebody pour me? These people are munching on their pistachios, and I've got garnished.
I got you, Rabbi.
You do? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, are those yours, what, Malcolm?
No, everybody has.
Oh. No, can I drink from one of these?
No, we're going to get you.
Oh, I'm getting. Bill is pouring me. Thank you, Bill. Well, Bill is pouring me white, so
He's got his own book for it.
it's a red one. Thank you, sir. Okay. L'chaim, folks. Oh, that's nice. That's like teetotaler's champagne. All right, moving on. Page 2. Doreen, can you see me? Hi. Should I shoot up a flare? Okay. Good old Doreen. Okay, I'm back. Let me put this down. Let me turn the page. Okay, this is not easy. Should have kept those nails. All right, the top of page 2. Let's read, "Blessed shall you be in the city," together. "Blessed shall you be in the city. Blessed shall you be in the field. Blessed shall you be in the fruit of your body, and the fruit of your land, and the fruit of your cattle, and the young of your flock. Blessed shall you be in your basket and your kneading trough. Blessed shall you be when you come in, and blessed shall you be when you go out." Now the next fruit or vegetable is soft, but it has a pit in its center. What is that? A date. Right, the dates, these are pitted dates, but they had a date when they were born. What about the olives? Olives also have a pit. Very good. Yes, pass out the dates and the olives. Thank you. Did you guys do this before? You're very well informed. Okay. Yes. Know your fruit. By their fruits shall you know them. Okay? Okay. After this, we'll look for Elijah. Oh, wait, wrong Seder. Yeah. Okay, yes, have a date. Yes. Oh, we're making the blessing. Yes, thank you. Again, there are date trees and apparently olive trees. Olives grow on a vine. A tree? Oh my goodness. I'm a city boy. For me, olives grow in a jar. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'etz. Blessed are you, source of all life, or Lord of the universe, creator of the fruit of the tree. Or as my mother said, eating a date, I like them, but they don't like me. Okay. The third cup of wine, mostly red, with a little white mixed in. What is the purpose of the little tiny spoons? Oh, you can use them on the serving plate. Very good. Yes, the third cup of wine. Okay, are we cupped? Yes? Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Very nice. Okay. Yes. Something between a cocktail and a science experiment, when you're mixing the red with the white and the white with the red. Okay, the third fruit, reading together. This fruit is soft throughout and is completely edible. Figs, grapes, and raisins. This type symbolizes God's omnipresence and our own inextricable ties with the earth. Okay, so you should have a fig or a grape. Yes, grapes, very good. Yes, a group of grapes. All right, let's look at this level of the Kabbalistic universe. Yitzirah, formation. This is where your emotions and feelings come from. It is linked to water and the spirit or emotion of the soul. And finally, here we are, bringing it all home again. The fourth cup of wine. This one is all red. Let's read that together. This cup is all red, symbolizing the mystical concept of fire and the idea that within all living things dwells a spark of God. And the angel of God appeared to him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And Moses looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. You know, behold is a word we cannot do without. Next time I'm in Publix, I'm going to tell my wife, behold, it's a BOGO. All right? So there you go. Oh, yeah. The fourth fruit. The fourth fruit has a tough skin on the outside, but sweet fruit within. Mangoes, bananas, avocados. Where's our, oh, what do we have? Cinnamon? Cinnamon. Ours is cinnamon? Yes. No, it's not a fruit, it's a spice. Okay. You know what? You know, I'm in sales, not management. So pick up the, don't eat that. Jay, don't eat that. Are you chewing it? Okay. All right, I've got to, all right, we have to save the cinnamon because there's another Tu B'Shvat Seder on Monday, whatever, and they'll need the cinnamon for that. So everybody take a piece of cinnamon and give it a good snorf. A sniff, not a snorf. Well, that was very nice. Any questions? I got questions. All right. Now we're going to do the Friday night service. We're just moving right along. Okay? Get my juice. Oh, that's very nice. Okay.
You ready now or ready?
Yes. Ready for the books.
Where do we have the pomegranates from?
That's a very good question. Next, where are the pomegranates? The pomegranates have a hard skin on the outside and soft fruit on the inside. So what is that?
Number 4.
Number 4. Oh, silly me. Thank you for telling me, Margaret. Okay. All right, give me one of those bad boys, and we're off to the races.
Give me a bad boy.
Yes. Okay. We're giving out the prayer books. And I have a, wait. I have this. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we're giving out the prayer books. If you have a prayer book, let's just move it on along. Page 13 for the Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Sharet, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Lachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Buachem l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Lachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Lachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachi Lachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Page 21 is the Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pinei Shabbat Nikabila, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pinei Shabbat Nikabila. Keep and remember, both answered as one, by our Creator beyond comparison. The Lord is one, His name is one, reflected in glory in something I forgot. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pinei Shabbat Nikabila. Okay, this is me holding a microphone with one hand, turning pages with the other, and pointing with the third. Come, let us greet Shabbat, Queen sublime, fountain of blessing, every clime, anointed and regal since earliest time. In thought she precede creation 6 days. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pinei Shabbat Nikabila. All right, at this time, I would like to tell you something about the Torah portion, which is B'Shalach, also known as Shabbat Shirah, the song of the sea, the song of the Sea of Reeds, which Moses and the Israelites sang after the Egyptians, led by Yul Brynner, were overcome under the water, as we all remember from the 1956 blockbuster. What was it? Yes, I thought it was 8 or 7. The 10 Commandments, yes. And to quote Yul Brynner in that movie, Moses, who is this Moses? I do not know this Moses. Okay, all right. Because the only role that Yul Brynner could ever play was the King of Siam. So he just brought that same persona to everything he played. Do you remember him in The Magnificent Seven? You got a Russian cowboy, bald, wearing a black outfit under the hot desert sun. Never figured that out. With the earring, yes. And earrings were not cool yet. Okay, so speaking of Pharaoh, what does Pharaoh decide to do soon after he lets the Jews flee from Egypt? 1, let them go. 2, chase after them. 3, Stand there and think about it. 2. Very good, doctor. Okay. And so eventually, the Israelites who are struggling, oh, do we struggle, are walking, and they are trapped between the devil and the deep blue sea. Pharaoh and his chariots. But you see, that's the kicker. In the text, it never says that Pharaoh was there. So we don't know if he was skulking around the palace or chasing the Israelites, or even what happened to him after the water came crashing down. What happens when the Israelites are standing in front of the water with the Egyptians hard on their heels? What does Moses do? Yes, he takes his rod and he waves it, and the waters pile up like a green wall on both sides. That's one explanation. There's a scientific explanation too, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. Yes, it was very good. It was possibly low tide, and the Red Sea, the Sea of Reeds, yes, was never much of a sea to begin with. Well, the Egyptians are mostly destroyed, except for Pharaoh. We don't know. But in the desert, what happens in the desert? Do they have ice cream parlors? Do they have McDonald's? Do they have Ben's? No. All they have is sand, rocks, and thirst. The Israelites are thirsty. What do? Do they wait patiently? Do they complain, as Jews are wont to do? Or do they go to Moses and say, let's go back to Egypt? They complain and complain. So Moses finds them a spring, but the spring is bitter. Or as we say in New York, it's bitter. And they cannot drink of it. Moses finds a miraculous plant. I don't know if it was sugar cane. There's no sugar cane in the Sinai Peninsula. Maybe he had some NutraSweet in his pocket, but he threw it into the water, and the water was miraculously sweetened. Then, later on, Moses does a trick, which he's very famous for doing. He strikes a rock with a staff, and what is the miraculous bread that God sends the Israelites every day at dawning? Manna. What does manna come from? Nobody really knows. It's a heavy fall of dew, and after the dew evaporates, little lumps of white something are clinging to the bushes and the rocks, and the Israelites taste it, and it tastes as sweet as honey. I personally think it was halava. Now, I eat halava maybe once every 2 years. Could you live on halava for 40 years? I doubt that. Yes, but that's what it was. I don't know. And as far as evening, when you want to have fleischiks for dinner, what bird does God send? It's about the size of a pigeon. Its name begins with a Q. Quail. Very good. Oh, Jay, you get the centerpiece. Okay. Now, what happens if you leave your manna over till the next day? It bred worms and it stank. That's a very Bible word, stank. Okay, stink, stank, stunk. And on Friday, because they're not supposed to go out to gather the manna on the Sabbath, how much manna does God send? A double portion. And furthermore, to emphasize the miracle, Moses takes manna, he puts it in a jar, and he keeps it in front of the Mishkan, the holy place, for many years. How could he do that? The next day it would stink. But that's not in the text, so we can ignore it. And finally, new in the neighborhood, what desert tribe attacks the Israelites? It rhymes with Amalek. Amalek. The name of the desert tribe is Amalek. And unlike other desert tribes which have more chivalry, the Amalekites do not attack the Israelites head-on, where the young men and the soldiers are. Instead, marching through the desert, in case you ever decide to do this, you put your armed people in the front, Behind them you put the women and children. Behind them you put the elderly. The Amalekites attacked the Israelites in the rear, and that is a very cowardly thing. So God says to Moses, go out against Amalek tomorrow. And God says to Moses, as long as you keep your hands aloft, Israel will prevail. But if you drop your hands, Amalek will prevail. But Moses' hands were heavy. So he is accompanied by his older brother Aaron, the high priest, and Hur, who's sort of an anonymous fellow. I could tell you about him. He's not really that well known. But these boys stand on either side of Moshe Rabbeinu, and they hold aloft his arms for the entire day. And Israel prevails over Amalek. They do not utterly defeat them. They don't massacre them. The Amalekites run away, and indeed, Amalek is considered the anti-Semite for all history. Okay? Well, that's the Torah portion. That takes care of that. Let's do the Baruch Hu on page 28. Don't worry, there's more next week. All right? If you can, 28.
Do you need help?
Oh, always, but I'm okay right now.
Okay.
I need lots of help. Really. There's nothing wrong with me that, I don't know, I can fix. Page 28, we bow towards the ark. Could we please rise? Thank you so much. Feel free to eat some fruit during the service. Okay, we bow. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Liolam Voed. Amen. Be seated. Page 30 is the Shema. Cover your eyes with your right hand. I'm a lefty. As far as I'm concerned, you can cover your hands with your left hand. And sing the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Reading in the English. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day, you shall take to heart. Teach them diligently to your children. Recite them at home and away, night and day. Bind them as a sign upon your hand, as a reminder above your eyes. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your homes and upon your gates. All right, page 32 is the Mi Chamocha. Coincidentally, the Mi Chamocha, which is the oldest piece of poetry in the Bible, was sung for the first time by Miriam, leading the Israelite women, right after the destruction of the cavalry. Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nedor Ba'kodesh, Nora Tilot Osef Eleh. And the Adonai Yimloch. Adonai Yimloch Liolam Voed. V'nemar Kifad Adonai et Yaakov Ugialo miad chazak mimenu Baruch Ata Adonai Goal Yisrael. Amen. All right, on page 33, we have the prayer for healing. And at this time, I'll read the names of the Cholim, the folks from the congregation and friends who are not well. Sheila Bergman, Refuah Shlema. Sherry Hutzler, Refuah Shlema. Robert Gincher, Refuah Shlema. Lorraine Harris, Refuah Shlema. Eileen Carroll, Refuah Shlema. Myra Saf, Refuah Shlema. Murray Lichtenstein, Refuah Shlema. James Richardson, Refuah Shlema. Jordana Sarah Alter, Refuah Shlema. Ushmot Tzeitzenu Vohenu L'chaim U'Lashalom Me'ata V'Had Olam Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Baruch Ata Adonai Haporei Sukat Shalom Aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim, v'al ka'olam kulo. Amen. Any names to mention, folks in need of healing? Yes. Refuah Shlema, yes. Refuah Shlema. Yes, let me take a little walk here. Yes. Refuah Shlema, yes. Refuah Shlema, yes. Refuah Shlema, Refuah Shlema. Okay, yes. Refuah Shlema, yes. Refuah Shlema.
Dale Tinter and Mark Weissman.
Refuah Shlema, very good. Okay, on page, yes, one more, Nancy. Refuah Shlema, thank you. Yes. Refuah Shlema, yes, sir. Refuah Shlema. Refuah Shlema. Okay? At the top of page 34, it's also transliterated. Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorot Ritolam Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorot Ritolam Ben hiu vein b'nei Israel oti leolam oti leolam oti leolam Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorot berit olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha-aretz v'shamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidorot berit olam uvayom hashvi shavat v'inafash shavat v'inafash shavat v'inafash v'shamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat lidor tamberit olam. All right, we'll continue now on page 51. Please rise for the Aleinu 51. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol lated gedula liotzer breshit shelo hasan kegoye haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot hadama shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'goralenu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim mishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. The Mourner's Kaddish on page 52. If you're not saying the Kaddish, you may be seated. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba, amen. V'yalma divra chirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayei chon u'v'yomei chon, u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'v'zman kariv, v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivarach li'olam ul'meil maya. Yitborach, yishtabach, Yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha b'richu, li'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush birchata v'nechemata, ta'amiran bi'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei Shalom Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Okay, the Adon Olam. Let's see. All right, let's do Puff the Magic Dragon. It doesn't have anything to do with trees, but it reminds a lot of us where we were in the 60s. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'itnasa B'chefetzo Kol Adon Olam Asher Malach Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'acharei Kichlot Hakol Levado Yimloch Nora V'hu Hove V'yeh B'tifara V'hu Yeh B'tifara and Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Hanali. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Hanali. And the closing benediction. Once again, please rise. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Yo'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord turn his face unto you and grant you peace. We'll say Amen. Shabbat shalom. 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 Thank you very much.